Hey Shamla, morning.
Morning, Carrie. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's great to hear your voice.
Yes, great to see you. I'm seeing you.
Oh, I can't see you just yet. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Well, I know you have a very, very riveting conversation ahead. I don't want to take any of your time, so you could go ahead and chat with your guests.
Awesome. So, good morning and welcome to Unique Not Different with me, Shambha. And today I have two youth advocates, and they actually volunteer in autism work to support autism. And today, yes, autism awareness means we are going to dive into the topic of autism advocacy and the impact, etc. So, good morning, Celine, and good morning, Saeed.
Good morning.
So, Celine, I'll start with you. You, both of you actually are pursuing your bachelor's at UTT in special education. What inspired you to go into special ed?
Well, I began volunteering with Support Autism when I was in Form 2, and that was my first interaction with a child with exceptionalities. And from that day, I knew that I wanted to make a difference and help all the children with exceptionalities. So that really inspired me.
Awesome. And Saeed, in terms of your work, in support autism and just interacting with children and even adults with autism, what have you learned?
Well, for me, my most valuable lesson is really being able to continuously redefine what volunteering means to me, specifically how it connects me to my purpose and passions in life as being a guide to support others. One experience in particular would be working alongside a parent and her son as a case study for school. And as a prospective special ed teacher, just being able to see the many talents, abilities, and challenges that they faced every day was absolutely mind blowing to me.
Awesome. Celine, I know I saw that there's a siblings and friends network. Can you tell us a bit about what this network is about?
Yes, so the Siblings and Friends Network is the youth arm of Support Autism TNT, and we have over 200 trained volunteers. And these are the youths that you would see at our fun days, our events. So we plan and execute all the events and activities that we have for the kids.
And Saeed, in terms of the pandemic, how has that network changed in terms of the events? How that has it evolved? Is it still ongoing?
Well, in a nutshell, I know everyone across the board has been affected by this COVID-19 pandemic, and SCTT is no different. We have had to adapt to some of those changes and to meet some of those challenges. So, for example, what we started to do was we started to capitalize on our online audiences by hosting various virtual seminars and webinars. We started conducting virtual training sessions for volunteers online. We also started doing DIY craft and virtual storytime videos. As part of SATT's 2021 virtual project, Selena and I actually invite all of you guys to stay tuned each month this year for many events and virtual projects created by our amazing volunteers.
And where can we actually get the links to volunteering, etc.?
Sure. So you can meet up with us via Facebook at Support Autism Trinidad and Tobago, at Support Autism TT, via Instagram at our handle Support Autism TT, or even email ttautismnetwork@gmail.com.
Celine, in terms of your part after doing special ed and then working with, volunteering and support autism, volunteering with person with autism, where would you like to see your part go in terms of advocacy and even your career?
In terms of my career, I definitely would like to inspire all teachers to, pursue special education so they can have that knowledge to make sure that education is inclusive for all students. And in terms of volunteering, I would really like to persuade the members of the public, the youths, to actually, come on board with us at Support Autism TNT, because we allow you to express your emotions, your opinions, and we would really love for you all to become volunteers with us.
Saeed, in terms of special ed, I try to delve into actual special ed now. How impactful, like you would see special ed students, but
Yes.
then when they go into mainstream school, but then we still at that stage, but we still don't have that level of acceptance because they say they're lacking special ed teachers and we don't have this and that. So, what do you think that the gaps to be filled in terms of like at least one gap that will help create that will find that gap in terms of inclusion and having more special ed teachers so they won't use that as an excuse in the mainstream school?
Yes. In my opinion, I really believe that even at UCT, you hardly see students going into this specialization to begin with. And like Celine and I, to be honest, I really think it comes down to just being aware of differences and people with disabilities, people with uniqueness. And at the end of the day, it's really choosing a path that will really allow you to support not just children in general, in the general setting, but offer that everything that you can to students who are a bit different and who learn differently.
Right. And Celine, I'm trying this out to both of you. What advice would you give to young individuals who may not, because all of us, even I, before doing this program, this segment, I did not know much about autism, but I learned a lot interacting with parents and persons with autism. So what advice would you give to youths and even adults who haven't interacted with persons with disabilities in general and to approach and do things to help these persons in terms of, forming that great, but closing that gap in terms of normal and abnormal?
I would say that knowledge is key. We have the internet and there's so much information for us. You could read up, you could even reach out to Support Autism TNT, and we would have our volunteers share their experiences with you. Again, volunteering with us, you would get that one-on-one experience with these persons with autism. And I believe that we should advocate for those who can't advocate for themselves. So, knowledge.
And Said, your opinion?
For me, my advice for persons would be really simple. I believe that we are all born unique. We are all born to stand out. And despite any shortcomings or adversity that we may face, I believe, just like Celine just mentioned, I believe that we should stand up and support each other every step of the way. Volunteering really paves the way for voices to be heard, for your uniqueness to be celebrated, and to proudly advocate for more accepting and inclusive Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. I just want to say thank you so much to both Celine and Saeed. You guys are amazing, and I wish you all the best in your education, your career, your advocacy work, and just in the future in general. So
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, Shamla.
My pleasure. And guys, with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to this week's segment of Unique, Not Different. Until next week, like I always say, be good, do good. Bye, guys.
Bye.